Now at 10, 128 miles per hour along the Katy Freeway feeder road. How this speed racer only has himself to blame for getting busted.
She was halfway through dental work to remove several teeth, and now she's in a world of pain after those dental clinics in Galveston shut down because of a serious health scare.
And this North Texas dad is reacting to his new viral fame after getting some shocking news.
You serious?
Yeah!
Serious?
Yeah!
Baby, we can't be doing it.
More of his hilarious reaction to baby number 4.
But first tonight, we are facing a severe weather alert, a flash flood watch beginning tomorrow morning.
And just in tonight, new video of the Houston Fire Department getting their flood response vehicles ready just in case. Let's get right over to David Paul for a timeline of these storms. Dave?
Here's the thing. All the ingredients that you need to bring heavy rain to Texas have arrived. We have copious amounts of moisture. You felt the humidity today. We have a couple of very slow-moving boundaries, one to our northwest, one in central Texas, actually a third in west Texas. And then we've got upper-level energy as well. And that has already produced several rounds of thunderstorms across parts of Texas. And even now, off to our northwest counties. Folks from College Station to Madisonville and up into Houston County and up to Palestine are getting a line of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And it's producing some heavy rain. Up here, they may see 2 to 3 inches of rain this evening, maybe even 4 to 6 in some spots. And that's because, look, Future Track suggests that boundary is just going to kind of sit up here tonight. So be careful in the morning on some of those low water crossings. There could be some high water spots here. Light rain in Houston overnight, but our severe threat begins later in the day tomorrow as that boundary pushes into Houston. I'll walk you step by step through the threats. And we'll look ahead to the Easter weekend as well, coming up in a few minutes.
Nothing to mess with. Thanks, David. And before that storm gets here, the water level at Lake Houston is being lowered by 2.5 feet. And water levels, we are told, will stay like that for the foreseeable future. This is the first time the city of Houston has ordered this be done on a long-term basis. A move simply meant to ease concerns for people who live around the lake.
Tonight, the search continues for this man who is accused of shooting at a Conroe officer during a traffic stop. Police say as the officer walked up to Raymond Lynch's Lexus, Lynch pulled out a gun and fired several shots. Luckily, the officer was not hit and fired back, but Lynch sped away. His Lexus was later found abandoned and on fire in the woods. If you know where Lynch is, you know what to do. Call Conroe Police.
And new tonight, this guy only has himself to blame for getting caught driving way too fast because deputies say he posted video of the crime on Facebook. He's got the music going, and according to Harris County Precinct 5, that is Sean Yee recording himself going 128 miles an hour along the Katy Freeway feeder road, the feeder road. He then shared this video on Facebook. That got the attention of deputies. Guess what? They found Yee at home, arrested him on charges of reckless driving. Also new tonight, the man accused of killing someone while driving drunk over the weekend, he's now in custody. Deputies say Eric Garza ran away after causing a crash that split the victim's car in half. There it is. It happened on FM 1960 at Aldine Westfield early Sunday morning. Garza is charged with felony failure to stop and render aid.
Tonight, we are meeting one of the dental patients who feels like she's been left in the lurch after those clinics in Galveston County shut down due to a serious health scare. Lauren Tallarico is live outside Coastal Health and Wellness in Texas City with her story. Lauren?
Well, Mia, today we learned that the Galveston Health Authority is looking into 6 hepatitis C cases to see if they were transmitted inside this building behind me. Meanwhile, as testing continues to see if anyone else may have been exposed, others are in a world of dental pain with no place else to go.
I can't really smile in pictures. It's hard to eat. I have a lot of mouth pain, a lot of infections.
For 2 months now, Jackie Anderson has been walking around basically toothless.
They took some on this side, on the bottom and top, the ones right here in the front.
A dental patient at Coastal Health and Wellness in the process of getting dentures.
Set up to have 17 teeth pulled through this agreement, and they've pulled 11 so far.
Then, early last month, with more than $1,000 paid and 6 teeth left to go, the clinic canceled her appointments with very little said.
Well, I'm pretty terrified, actually.
We now know the reason is a scary one. Up to 9,500 patients may have been exposed to hepatitis C and B and HIV, including 600 children.
We've had over 1,000 people call. We've had over 500 people tested thus far.
Dr. Philip Kaiser, the Galveston County Health Authority, says their main concern is hepatitis C. So far, 6 cases.
We don't know that these people got it from the dental clinic. We don't know that. We think there's a possibility.
Which is why the clinic has been shut down as it works to improve safety.
We're the patients coming in to get help, and here we are getting a health scare. I'm told the clinic will reopen once all the safety standards have been met. Now, that could be as early as next week. When that happens, I'm told patients should be able to pick up right where they left off, which would be good news in Jackie's case. Meanwhile, testing for hepatitis C, B, and HIV continues. We have all of those details on our website, KHOU.com. Len.
Yeah, got a long way to go before everybody's fears are eased. Thank you, Lauren. Another twist tonight in the domestic abuse case involving Trevon Boykins. He's a former TCU football star. We are getting a look at text messages Boykins allegedly sent to his girlfriend while she was in the hospital after she says he severely beat her.
You can't keep doing this, and it's not cool to constantly make me the victim. And you get away with it.
This allegedly happened last week at Boykins' home in the Dallas area. Shabrika Bailey says Boykin wanted to look at a text message on her phone. She said no, and that's when Boykin allegedly choked her until she blacked out and broke her jaw. While in the hospital, she says she got several text messages from Boykin suggesting she tell everyone she fell or that she had a fight with a woman.
Of course, his football career is on the line. That's his main goal. Just my football career is on the line.
It's apparently now over. Police in North Texas are investigating Boykin, and he was cut by the Seattle Seahawks today. He's denying all the allegations, claiming the police statements confirm he was not involved in a physical altercation. Stay tuned.
Police in Cleveland will be patrolling school bus stops more this week after a dozen young students say a man tried to lure them into his van. The man apparently speaks only in Spanish, saying he wants to show the kids puppies or give them candy. No one's fallen for it. The guy drives a white van. Sometimes he has a woman with him. Call police if you see anything suspicious.
The man claiming he was bullied more than 30 years ago by the Katy school superintendent calls Lance Hint's response disappointing.
He tells us there is no ownership of guilt, and that helps fuel bullying in the district. Levi Ishmael joins us now with this story. Levi?
Well, Greg Gay tells me he wants to see Hint keep his job, but only if it means the district will be more accountable for helping give bullying victims like himself the benefit of the doubt.
Sir, you don't know me, and I'm sure you probably get lots of these messages.
From all corners of the world.
Israel, Germany, Italy.
Greg Gay reads messages.
I'm sorry that it happened to you.
From complete strangers.
Know that you're better than him.
It's not what Greg expected, but instead the response he was hoping for after confronting his alleged childhood bully, Lance Hint.
You were the one that shoved my head in the urinal.
The sitting superintendent of Katy ISD.
You see the expression on his face. You know, he knows.
But Hint never said a word until Monday.
But folks, I recognize, I'm telling you, I recognize I am not a perfect person.
That is the extent of an admission of guilt Greg will hear in the next 2 minutes.
I'm so disappointed.
Not exactly what he had in mind.
It was an admission of guilt in a very mild manner.
That being said, Greg wants Hint to keep his job.
Because I read all of these statements from students and teachers and stuff. That means a lot. He touched those people's lives in one way or another. And that's a good thing. But we have a problem of bullying in KISD.
Levi Ismail, KHOU 11 News.
And tonight we learned of more trouble Lance Hint got into as a teenager. In 1983, when he was 18, he was sued by another man he got into a fight with. No charges were filed, and that case was ultimately settled. Katy ISD admits it knew about this lawsuit when it interviewed Hine for superintendent and decided to hire him anyway. Tonight, KHOU 11 investigates convicted killers up for parole.
How often should they get a chance to make their case to get out? We look at a law meant to protect families from having to go to the parole board too often and why it is hardly being used.
Plus, having your friends and family gather around an alligator for your gender reveal party? This guy's now responding to a backlash to this video.
Jesus, fix it, turn! Really? Really?
Oh, a Texas dad who just cannot handle the news that baby number 4 is on the way. Don't miss this.